Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Savage Siren. This video we're going to talk about advertising on Twitter. It is very hard to advertise on Twitter because they limit so much of what you can see with shadow banning, username search bans, completely having it so nobody can really see any of your stuff and eventually having your accounts shut down. I've seen a lot of people have their accounts shut down because of some things that I'm going to list that they've done that they didn't probably think about beforehand. So here's some things when you're advertising on Twitter to make your profile more complete looking, to avoid being shadow banned, some of the things I use to avoid being shadow banned, and more. So step one in creating your advertising for your Twitter. Using pictures that are watermarked is a huge thing. The way nobody can steal your content. Nobody can steal your stuff and say they're yours and catfish. That is a small one thing that I specifically do all the time is to make sure you watermark your content. I always have all my links saved in my bookmarks because one of the things I do on Twitter personally is it's advertising my links to show people here are my other links. The way they'll either go watch my videos, go buy content, follow other people that I'm like, hey, I really enjoy their content too. Come follow my stuff. And then on top of that, to make your profile look complete, use a picture that looks a little bit more professional. The way, they're like, hey, and it's a very eye-catching, colorful, or non-colorful, depending on what your personality is. And with saying your profile needs to be complete, having a header that shows, this is more of a business. Make sure what me and a lot of people use for Twitter is to make sure your banner looks complete, saying, this is who I am. You can have the logos on the sides of these are the sites that I'm on, the platforms that I use, to make it look complete. And a lot of the time, making sure that you have the website option when you go through the settings filled out, so when you come to it and say, hey, look, this person also has a website and or an email that they use during this, and making it look complete, and in your bio saying, hey, I do this is what I'm here for, or if you're selling yourself as the brand, oh, I'm this old, this is what I do, I offer, I like gaming, I'm this old, stuff like that. And always presenting yourself as professional and also inviting and exciting and in your own unique style. Other really good aspects about, let's say you're starting your first tweet and you want to start advertising. One of the things I see people do the most that really bites them later is using too many hashtags. Do not use more than 3 hashtags, because the more hashtags you use, yes, it gets you more people seeing your stuff, but it's also going to get you shadow banned and your account flagged as spam as well. Same with using too many what is the symbol? The @ symbol. So many usernames. If you use too many usernames in your tweets as well, that is another way that your account can be flagged as spam. A lot of people will underneath in the comments, so you can add a tweet underneath, they will add all the people that they want to tag so they see it in that one instead of in the main. Plus, it also makes your tweets look a lot more cluttered and kind of chaotic versus this is the information I want you to see, and making your information always look new and eye-catching, whether it be using emojis or symbols while you're doing all your content, along with a creative title, or this is the offer, what I'm offering, or there's a new video. Give them the update that they want to see instead of dragging on with a whole bunch of junk. And if you plan on doing content that is more adult orientated, my huge suggestion, even if you're not doing adult orientated content, if you're just advertising period, is to have a retweet account. I have my own retweet account, plus I have a backup account. The way if my main account goes down, I already have followers on my backup account, so I can just start using that and not have the stoppage of, oh crap, my account shut down, I need to start a new one, I need to talk to the people that I normally talk to start getting everything rolling. This way, you have your backup plan. The retweet account, like I was saying, I like to use retweet groups. and not a lot of people talk about retweet groups. I'm not going to say any retweet group names or who uses them or blah, blah, blah. But like if you're using Twitter and you're into a lot more of the niches, you'll see people using retweet groups where everybody drops their tweets in and they retweet. So how the groups work, my groups work, are so you get it added into the group, you meet everybody, you say hi, blah, 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 and all that. But normally you can drop in the group right away, so whatever their drop limit is, from like, I've seen anywhere from like 2 to 6 a day within a 24-hour period typically. And once you drop yours, you'll see that other people will put like the letter D or an emoji. That means they've already retweeted your stuff and whoever was above yours, and now you'll see them drop. And before you can drop your next, like the next day, or the ones that you're just dropped after, or like you only dropped 1 or 2 out of the many you could have, you have to go back, retweet those, and then drop a D or emoji or whatever you're going to drop. Some people drop a picture, a GIF, whatever, to let them know. And this pushes it out so you get more retweets, you get more audience. And part of Twitter is everybody is so excited about, oh, I have so many followers. I have so many followers. It does not matter about your followers. To me, if you go into your tweet, you can see the analytics for each tweet. And to me, my goal is to see how many people are seeing my content, how many people get stuck seeing my face. Because the more you see something over and over, the more you get used to it, the more you drawn to it. And you're like, oh, hey, I know that person. I wonder what they're doing. So to me, more of the audience that you get and more clicks and engagements we get versus how many followers you have does make a huge difference. Because you might have a small amount of followers, but they could be the ones that are always watching your videos, always liking, commenting, buying content, etc. And they are loyal fans to you, and not just because somebody said, hey, I need to follow them. Let's see. Avoiding shadow ban at all costs to avoid your account looking like spam. Another good way is if you are in a retweet group. Going through and not only just retweeting, because a lot of people just go retweet, back out, retweet, and just keep continuously. Always make sure like every so often you do the likes. Or if like you've already gone through a group, you've already retweeted, hit the like button. The way you're not always retweeting and liking, you're just liking some. The way it kind of like, you're not doing the same consistent thing the way it looks like spam all the time. Make sure you throw down some comments, interact with like engagement tweets, and in engagement tweets you can also like do your advertisement. A lot of people will be like, hey, if you use this platform, comment your stuff below, and whoever likes your stuff will retweet, follow you, go like your stuff, blah, blah, blah. There is a lot of different ways to engage on Twitter to get your advertisement pushed out farther. As long as you can find the right niche of people that you want to work with, you'll meet people that you love working with. You're going to meet people you don't like working with, and you're just like, it is what it is. But Twitter, for me, has been one of my biggest platforms that I've used to reach new audiences and engagements, to have more followers, and get all of my other platforms started. Because you can have links on the platform, and you can click on these links versus Instagram, where like if you put links in your posts, it's not going to pop up. If you put links in your comments, it's still not going to pop up. Whereas if you go to Twitter, all of your links are going to pop up. Everybody's going to be able to click on your links. Make sure you label your links. If you have 2 YouTubes and you just have the links there and you don't label like this one's gaming or this one is for how-to tips or computers or phones, they're not going to know, and they're going to be like, well, I don't know which one, and I'm not going to take the time to sit and go through these links. Or if you're using adult sites, let them know which ones are safe for work, which ones are not safe for work, so people know. People know how to do this. And a lot of people don't know a lot about how to use Twitter. When they hop on, they're like, oh, I got this, and they're just kind of putting everything in without thinking first, hey, I want to make myself look professional. This is the image I have. This is how I want people to go about viewing me, because this is my unique personality. So when you do your Twitter account, make sure you do it in the way you want to do it. Try to be respectful, if anything. Like if you are in some of the more adult content, there's like some have more dominant personalities than other people, and they tend to be a lot more mean to like random, especially newer people. Whereas some other people are a lot nicer and they're more willing to help. You're gonna find both, and sometimes you're just gonna have to put up with it. But like my advice to you is just try not to start a fight, because it's online. We're doing it for advertisement. It's work. It's not. You don't have to meet these people anywhere else but online, unless you make friends and you go visit with them. But overall, it's been a huge thing for me to advertise, and it has helped a lot. So if you guys have liked what you've heard, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment below, share, and tell about your friends if they're ever interested in like setting up a Twitter. This would be a good way to learn a little bit. If you are interested in more stuff on this topic for Twitter, comment below on what you want to know, and I can make another video following this up. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on my next video.